Fuck red.
Yeah, fuck red. Yeah, all that. Yeah, that
I
nigga.
can be red. I
No,
know that
don't
much.
say nothing. Don't say nothing to him, Don. He just look. Look, don't say nothing to him. This nigga just said fuck red. Yeah, that part. Say it again, crack, so everybody can hear you.
I'm finna go get that mad.
The part after that. Fuck who?
Fuck red.
Yeah, that part right there. Yeah, yeah.
This
We
shit's so
about to
delayed on
go.
my game. Why is it always delayed on my game? Because I ain't logged into YouTube. This shit super laggy, nigga. Everything we saying, I'm hearing that shit right now.
Let me see. Yeah.
I hear everybody.
Here, I'll do this. Let me do this for y'all. Cause this shit is on my YouTube. Hold on. Can y'all still hear me on your TV?
Make no difference. Rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty South, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight.
Babe, show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block my hit. Cause someday, someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that somebody that one day.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Titans going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland as we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Carr throwing on second down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The starting defense for the Titans.
Jurrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception here, Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. To Henry. Here's Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. And the wideout in motion. Mariota to throw for it on 4. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
second down following the incompletion. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Throw on second down. Finds Roberts left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
All right, here we go. Wide at Yates.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's picked up by Bryce McCain, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's second down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Reggie Nelson is a safety who prides himself on being a ball hawk, but at times will guess and sometimes give up the big play.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. On second down, Mariota again. Douglas with a grab over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Defense is going to every game talking about winning the early downs to make third down a difficult assignment for an offense. On that play, the defense accomplished its goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing is Mariota. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And how about about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
18 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First down, Mariota. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Mariota again. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. He finds Douglas complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down, Mariota. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Down right around the 25.
It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have, you're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, 3rd in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro, but he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him, taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself. It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From midfield, here's Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Carr now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They come out here in the I. Third and long here for Mariota. Deep drop. A bullet throw, but incomplete. His tight end, Philip Supernall, the intended receiver. Now fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Titans getting set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Mariota again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. they can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D, you're right. They just need the O. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Needed 13. They got 14 on third down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Morgan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
1st down, Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Mariota now on 2nd down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, it's Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mariota on first down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First and 10. Here's Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Second down now after the incompletion.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here we go, first and 10 now. A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Perry Riley. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Carr again here on second and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Third down now following the completed pass. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a... new set of downs. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be illegal. Catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daquan Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mariota on first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last...
Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. Really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mom betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Here we go. Blue 95.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And certainly one of the mainstays in this offense is the crafty veteran L. Fitz.
Love the way you phrased it. Crafty. This guy knows how to get open and catch the football.
Throwing is Palmer. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end, and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
All right, now.
On second down, Palmer. screenplay. Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Palmer to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's going to air one. Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Zebra, get ready.
2nd and 10, it's Palmer again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Get ready.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this is caught on the left side, Jaron Brown. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Gives to Johnson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Red zone opportunity. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now, but Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
Yeah, they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Palmer now. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it. what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. This is Bell, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many
into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Javon Hargrave never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Blue 95. Blue 95.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down.
All right, now.
So here we go on 4th down. Palmer. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And 4th down coming up.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. I'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Green, the tight end, in motion. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Goes underneath for Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the air. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's go.
Throwing now, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On it. He passes in the middle of the field. Anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that his probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Ten yards still left on second down. Play clock winding down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's second down. Now Palmer down around his goal line. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On third down, Johnson. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Get ready.
So here we go on 4th down. Palmer. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him, but he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Palmer. Surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Palmer. He's got time in the pocket, and he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Regular. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down, 8. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Palmer. Finding time. Man open left side is Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 4th and 4.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Palmer. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. And they're going to speed things up here. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So after the interception, here's Palmer. Stefan Tuitt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Palmer. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route. Lawrence
Timmons. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer, flush to his right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 3. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rogers from 19 yards away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Palmer. Under pressure, they got him again. Stephon Tuitt able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And now out come the Steelers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Palmer to throw. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Palmer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Get ready. 18.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yards. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Roethlisberger going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dayon Buchanan able to drop him for a loss of 4. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On third down, Roethlisberger backing up. It's complete to Brown, right side. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one that we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. Deep drop to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out. It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Fells has it, left side. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Get ready. Blue 95.
They go play action now. Palmer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
4 down, check. 4 down. Blue 30. Hey, Mike 51.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go. 230. Pick me up. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.